If you received a phone call from your favorite author, would you totally freak out? What if they were dead and sending you on a mission to a foreign country to go find them? Hello, I'm Allie, the literary sewist. Here in my crafting castle, I create projects inspired by the books I review. So grab a glass of wine, sit back, and let me tell you why Finding Hemingway by Dortzbach inspired a gift bag sewing project. And while you're here, be sure to subscribe to my channel for future installments of my bookish sewing goodness. As a recently unemployed lawyer, Callie is at a crossroads in her life. One day she receives a phone call from the deceased, Ernest Hemingway. He tells her that she needs to come find him in Spain. So having some time on her hands, she picks up her life, takes off to Spain, and looks for Ernest Hemingway. Her favorite book, The Sun Also Rises, is set partially in Spain, and she uses that as a guide to begin her journey of self-discovery. The first city she stays in is Barcelona. There she meets Trevor, who is also on a journey of self-discovery, and together they enjoy the food, the wine, and soaking up the culture that is Spain and Barcelona. Eventually, another phone call prompts Callie to leave Barcelona and head to Madrid. Madrid is completely different from Barcelona, but they're learning to love and embrace it. One night in a nightclub, Callie and Trevor meet Spain man, whose real name is Claudio. The three of them become quite the trio, exploring all that there is of Madrid, as well as some of the other nearby experiences that Claudio wants to show them and expose them to as part of the culture that he loves with Madrid. The friendship relationships that Callie establishes with Trevor and with Claudio, their little trio, is so much fun to read about. I like their interactions between the three of them and how they just kind of work together as a group of friends who really enjoy each other's company and enjoy learning about their different cultures and experiences with everything. The art and culture of Spain, it's not something that I am too familiar with, but it was really neat to see those aspects really incorporated into this story. It was really interesting, a lot of information, but really interesting in the way that you feel like you're on a journey and getting to explore and see these things with them, especially the art scene where they really go into the descriptions and the feelings that are evoked when you see these pieces of art. My biggest complaint, though, really was that I didn't feel like Callie had much of a story arc. So I didn't really like Callie. She was very self-indulgent and selfish and bratty. The point of the story is for her to have self-discovery and find out who she is and what she wants out of life. It just never really gets there. The author tells us that's what she feels, but I didn't genuinely feel like that's who she was. Right down to her final temper tantrum towards the end of the book, she still ends up getting her way, but only after throwing a fit about it and being very selfish about it as well. Her story arc didn't go up or down. It was very flat for me. Then there's the obsession over The Sun Also Rises, Callie's favorite book. She doesn't allow anybody to offer new insights onto this book. She has her opinion. She's read it a million times. This is the way, blah, 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 blah. But other people are trying to give her different thoughts and different ideas and different perspectives, and she just throws a fit until everybody lets her get her way. And that really frustrated me, that it was this way or the highway. And then at the end, she just kind of tosses it aside like, oh yeah, I knew these things all along. It was a little frustrating. So all that being said, tell me, what author has given you insight into who you are as a person, has given you ideas of places you want to explore, ideas you want to consider? I'd like to discuss this with you. Let me know in the comments below what author, what book, what character really connected to you and helped you on your own personal self-journey of discovery. In this book, they drink a lot of wine. I mean, they're in Spain, they're on no time constraints, so why not drink some wine? So I thought, with the holidays coming up, what would be more perfect than a wine gift bag sewing project? This is a quick and easy lined gift bag based around the size of the bottle. You will sew up the side of the liner and main fabric first. Then add the rounded bottom, making sure not to sew beyond the seam allowance. Once both parts are done, turn the main fabric right side out and drop in the liner. Tuck in the raw edges 1/2 inch each, then top stitch closed. Insert the bottle, tie a bow around the neck, and voila! My overall rating for this story was 2 stars. Mostly it's because the point of the story is Callie and her growth and change, but she doesn't. So I felt really let down. There was no delivery on the promise that was made at the beginning of the book. So it wasn't a story that I was enjoying overall, but I really liked the general aspect and the concept of the book. Trevor and Claudio were way too good for Callie. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed my review of Finding Hemingway by Ken Dortzbach, please give this video a thumbs up. And while you're here, be sure to subscribe to my channel for future installments of my bookish sewing goodness. And be sure to ring the bell so you get notified every time there's a new video posted. I'd also like to invite you to join us at the Literary Sewist's Book Club on Facebook. There will be links in the description below. See you next time.